Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another edition of the YouTube channels Plugin Police and Too Many Plugins. Today we're going to look at my favorite plugin developer, this new drum machine. Let's call it hybrid drum machine, because this is much more than just a drum machine. It's Unfiltered Audio's Battalion. It just came out. It's for an introductory price of, let me see, how much was that? 129 euros, but this is only an introduction price, so they're going to be very quickly going to be 199. Now, Unfiltered Audio is my favorite plugin developer, in the sense that of the plugins that I use the most are actually from Unfiltered Audio. I like very much all their plugins, because all their plugins have full modulation possibilities in it. So you can modulate everything with LFOs and sequencers and within the plugin itself. So you can skip a lot of automation in your production by using Unfiltered Audio and just to use the built-in modulation features. Now this one, I don't know if it has the same modulators as it has in the other plugins from Unfiltered Audio, because those are really handy. They're just little how do you call it, modulation modules that just open it under it, and you can just then rewire everything. We're gonna look at this. This is not a review. This is a first hands-on. It just came out. I just got the 14-day free trial. You get now also another plugin from them, Leon plugin. You get for free now, limited time offer. So it's on Plugin Alliance. You can yourself just get a 14-day free trial to check it out if you want. Just make a free account on Plugin Alliance and check it out. I can, by the way, also highly recommend the other plugins from them. PsyOps, I think, PSIOps is one that I use a lot. Zip, I use a lot. A fantastic creative compressor. I use really a lot. Fault, I use a lot. Den2, I use a lot. I use Sandman Pro. That is a creative, how do you call that? Delay plugin, echo plugin. There's several plugins of them that I use and that I really like. So there you go. Just came out. We're going to go to the DAW. So for a limited time, 129, and you can get a free Lion plugin also. Actually, I don't know what kind of plugin this is, to be very honest, but it's for sure also made by Unfiltered Audio. So there you go. Try it out for 14 days and the 129. I'm talking about this plugin is because this plugin is actually very interesting, and I think this is like a much better plugin than the one that Soundbridge had. That was Rhythmix. That they first was for free, and then they hired the price to like 150, 160 bucks. And I'll tell you something, even the 199 if you pay that, it's much more superior plugin than Rhythmix. This one, you can really do a lot with this. So and for 129 even more. You know, I don't Rhythmix. I keep on finding that way too expensive. What, 140, 150, 160 euros for that plugin? It's not a good drum machine. It is, but it's not worth that. Not even close by. I think this plugin, because this is a hybrid, this is also a synth, so you can adjust all sorts of things. We're going to jump just in the DAW, and today we're using just Bitwit, because Bitwit is very nice for well, for me, especially for just testing drum machines and synthesizers. So we're just going to use Bitwit as a host. We're in Bitwit. We have here Unfiltered Audio's Battalion running. I know that there's 52 different skins you can change over here, so you can get all sorts of different skins. I can now default with this one. Now how this works is we have a synth in here. So this is your synth section, where you can change here to several different things. So radiation, training, shame, entangled, haywire, tripwire, builder, kick, hat, snare, clap, modal, cowbell, FM, additive, chaos, vosim, sunsin, resin, combi, kombucha, pillow, zap. You can just go in this for a very long time. Here we are in the same once again. So yes, synth with envelope, stereo. You have here pitch 1 and 2, shape 1 and 2, and terrain. Here we have a sample section where you can edit the sample and change different samples for what you are doing. Let me see if this is now working. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So we have a sampler over here. You can change this from classic to change different presets. You have an envelope modifier over here, envelope 1 and 2, and no envelope. Then you can load samples over here. You have a randomize button, so randomize sample. You can change previous and next samples, and here you can load presets from file. Then we have a pitch, tune, a fine tune, a tilt, a comp, and let me see what's that. Places the speed changes at the middle of the sample at 50%. Let me see. Okay. And then we have a gain over here. Yeah, is that grain or gain? Gain. Similar to split, this control changes the speed of 2 chunks of a sample. Okay. We have here voice presets that you can change over here. Then you have a reset, soft, always on. Then over here we have a tone. So we have cutoff, resonance, distortion, and then some presets here you can change. Then we have modulation, random velocity, macro 1 and 2 that you can set over here. What's this? It doesn't say. Then we have envelope 1 and 2. Then we have LFO 1 and 2 with all the typical controls. Here you can also change your LFO types here to wavetable, triangle tilt. You have all sorts of presets here. Free run, always reset. So that's also a way of quick triggering. Sync bipolar. Then we have wavetable. You can here just set the same kind of thing, so you can change from different kinds of tables. Triangle tilt, pulse width, and smooth random wavetable. A variation button over here, send, delay, and reverb. Then we have a mixer pen, a volume gain. That's voice gain. That must have been of the voice channel. Then you have just the amplitude level of the main output, so master output, but low, mid, high, maximize. And then we go to performance. Then in performance, let me see what you have here. Envelope, synth, sampler, modulation, and sequencer, all in horizontal plane. So this envelope, synth, sampler, modulation, sequencer. Then we have what's this over here? Tone control, distortion, cutoff, and resonance, and a global parameter. You have effect associated controls on all drum voices enabled on this performance page. We have here a randomize function, also commit and reset. And then here just to your master again. Then there's a sequencer in here that you can here enable the sequencer. You can here change the steps of the sequences to 32 or I don't know how high this goes. 64 probably, yeah, 64. So it's a 64 step sequencer. You have here sync function, free trigger and retrigger. Then you can here fill in your sequences. Here trigger your sequences on top. And then you have solo mute here, so that's a little bit the same as the channel faders that you have in Rhythmics. There's here a randomize button here also. We have generate, step, fill, pattern, rotate, modifier, shift, swing, shape, density, and then settings, multi. You can here add the speed, snap. Then we snap on grid. Okay, then the length of the sequences, and then we have a reset button over here, and okay, you can reset, and then you have a humanizer button, which is the same also in Rhythmics. Then over here you have parameters, that's velocity, shift, pitch, ratch, envelope, pon, vary, probe, sense, and macro 2. So that's then the sequence section. Then we have all over here, where you can see everything sort of in one screen. Your sequencer, and then your performance section in one. Yeah, exactly, that is what it is. So this is then in the vertical plane, step, fill, pattern, rotate, shift, swing, and shape. And you can also adjust your sync and the length of each sequence. Then still a master row, so you have mix FX. So we have a delay section, we have a reverb section, all in the vertical plane, and then pan. And then your gains, so your mixer is over here. Trigger, choke, routing, that's also all in the vertical plane. Send FX, we have time feedback, glitch, docking, feedback tilt, S rotate, and gain. We have a headspace reverb, with a pre-delay, a decay, S rate, gain, in tilt and out tilt. And then here also some presets still, a sync button, and that's then basically it. So this is a hybrid, a drum machine and a synthesizer FX module in one. So there you go. Let us just go through some presets and just listen to some stuff. So you can just throw in your samples. Granular. So just to check out some things, so we put some voices in here. It's a voice preset. Let's just randomize this. Back to the classic. Sort of a wet dry this over here, blend. This button over here. Yeah, it's really awesome this actually. Just randomize this. possibilities of this are really endless. This is really crazy. Really crazy workstation. This is a workstation, guys. This is much more than just a drum machine. This is almost a complete workstation. This is a drum, a synthesizer, a sampler, and a sequencer, and effects rack in one. So this by itself is already standalone. You could do really a lot with this. Yeah, I'm really impressed so far. You can just start changing here that's really handy actually, the start and the end points. Granular. Really impressive. Randomize. Okay, check another preset. Not all presets work with every sound you select. Okay, trust up the goes. Like that. No, you can't. You really need to use the buttons here. Is your speed over here 116, let's put 116. For it. It's a fantastic piece of kit, this really crazy possibilities we have over here. A lot of noises. Yeah, this is really a fantastic piece of kit. This you can go really crazy with this. I'm very impressed, and I think that this one actually is much better than Rhythmix. But I'm seeing a lot of things here that sort of the bass what they have used is actually a bit Rhythmix, but then they have put it really their unfiltered audio user interface, GUI and functions in it. I really like Unfiltered Audio's plugins. One of my favorite plugin manufacturers. They go very experimental, but they give you so many possibilities, so many functions. You know, nobody can beat that. And I find out that their layout is always like some sort of way minimalistic setup, so it doesn't also use too many resources from your PC, but it's very obvious and easy to understand. So. They always use these lighter gray and lighter yellow and lighter pink kind of colors always in their plugins, so it's also not so obnoxious to your site. You know, their plugins are always very how do you call that, nice to look at, easy to look at, not tiring, not with so much detail and so much resolution and colors and things that you don't really need, you know. So I think that's always nice of Unfiltered Audio. I'm gonna just go random through some presets and then we'll leave it there. I really think that this by itself could be, I mean, don't take it wrong, you know, but I think that this program by itself could be almost, if it had like recording functions, it could by itself be a DAW. It's just a workstation. This is just a whole piece of kit in one, you know, this. A music production workstation, that's more what it is. I wouldn't just call this a drum machine, you know. I think it's a little bit wrong set, you know. You can do so much with this, you know. Of course you need to still run it in a DAW from far. This is not standalone, but this could be like really a cool piece of kit with some extra features still on it as just a standalone, in my opinion. This is really nice piece of kit. Very advanced synthesis features. You can go even granular. You have wavetables over here. You know, you can. I mean, the possibilities are literally endless over here. And automation must be also like, I haven't figured out still how you can do automation here, but it must be really easy to do, because normally Unfiltered Audio's plugins are really known for automation. So there you go. Let me see your sequence over here. All. There's some groups also. You can trigger choke and do routing over here. Yeah, I don't really see so much automation, to be very honest. There must be a way of doing that, but let me just go back to this one, see if we can optimize something. There's a lock buttons over here, at least that you have. Yeah, that I haven't really figured out yet. How do you do automation over here? Let me see. You can change the color theme into something else. So that's also quite cool. We have no black light, octopus. See what I mean? Always with their colors, always very easy on the eyes. Their plugins always have these kinds of light shades and not intrusive colors and light blinking in your eyes. So that's really always what I really like of Unfiltered Audio's plugins. Are very pleasant to listen to look at for a long time. Yeah, it's really nice, man. This is really a nice piece of kit. Yeah, this is really excellent piece of kit. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Yeah. A complete workstation in a box, folks. That's basically what it is. This is a really nice piece of kit. This also very easy to set up something like this, and from there on start working on the rest of your set. I think this gives you like a really good starting point for like melodies, rhythms, and beats, and things like that. And you can just with all these functions over here create yourself the craziest kind of mixes, and then also use randomized functions. I'm really impressed with this plugin, and let me tell you something. I think this plugin is going to do very well in the music production scene. This is an extremely handy piece of tool that can make you very quickly get somewhere on a basic level, and from there on start working. And I don't mean that this is a basic piece of kit, because this is an extremely advanced piece of kit where the possibilities are literally endless, but it can give you a very easy and quick basis to start then layering on and create the rest of your mix around. This is really excellent piece of kit. I think this is really gonna do well, and I really tell you something. There's many plugins I see today that I've even tried them and used them, and I wouldn't buy them, and I would know that I would almost never use them, and they would turn very quickly into obscurity where I have them in my library but I don't use them, and it's just a waste of money. This plugin on the other end is very different for me. I think this is a a really handy plugin, really useful, and I think that is one of those plugins that if you buy it, you can really take profit of it, and it is really. Let's face it, let's be really honest, there's a lot of plugins today that are totally not necessary. Nobody asks for them. And in most workflows on a day-to-day basis, you many times cannot really use them, cannot really implement them in your production or in your workflow. This, I think, is a very different story. So I'm really impressed. I think you can get excellent instant ideas and even samples, just, man. Listen here, you can get yourself some really wicked, let's go here granular over here. Oh. Get some really wicked stuff here. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Yeah, this is really crazy, this. And you can after that also start changing the sequences, start triggering stuff. Anyway. Oh yeah. It remembers me also a little bit of the sample bass, like you can do with the with Playbox from Native Instruments that I own also. You can also make these little crazy samples like this and use like 6 keys on your keyboard to create yourself a whole pattern that you lay on top of it. But the integration here, a little bit of the sampler is for me a little bit the same. Reminds me a little bit of that. Yeah, lovely stuff, guys. I think this is going to be absolutely winner chicken dinner in terms of plug-in. $200, even so, I say probably still worth it, to be very honest with what you can do with this. And 139 totally, and I think that Rhythmix can better start thinking about lowering the price of that plugin, because this plugin is way better. There's so many things more you can do with this. I'm sorry, but I'm going to categorize this as almost a full workstation. So, of course, you still need to have a DAW really to then arrange it all and stuff. But yeah, this could be even a standalone plugin in my opinion, with some small alterations. So, I'm very impressed. So even making just textures, and that's what I like Playbox also for. This what you now over here listen is making just little textures and little ambient sounds and stuff for the background. That is what Playbox is so good in. Only Playbox. I don't like the fact that Playbox only runs in a Reactor and in Contact. I don't like running Contact within my DAW. I just want a separate plugin. That's what I don't like of so much of Native Instruments plugins. They're always running in the Contact player. It leaves a little bit to design. Not you cannot integrate it in your workflow in your DAW, but I mean, you just can make the craziest things with this, and I'm not even changing really nothing, but it's just incredible what you can do with this thing. It's really incredible. Let's try another preset. Yeah, guys, I'm really impressed, and I really, honestly, it's literally just shut up and take my money kind of deal over here. This is a really nice piece of kit, and I'm just touching the surface. Just search for something else. Yeah, guys, I'm really impressed. Seems also pretty resource low. I haven't seen really this too much struggling for resources, which some of these kinds of granular and wavetable synths sometimes really absolutely destroy the performance of your PC. But so far this is running really smooth, no hiccups whatsoever. So I think this is actually pretty well optimized and not heavy on resources. Yeah. Analog drum machine. Okay. Atmospheres. Here are the factory presets. Just go quickly through it. And these are then the factory resets of the whole arrangement. And then you have here still you have factory resets also, which you can in samples you can go really nuts over here. This has a lot of samples, a lot of stuff still integrated. And you can load your own samples, the same as in the Playbox by Native Instrument. The Playbox, by the way, is $200, but this program has way more functions than Playbox. It's a little bit different. Playbox is a complete sample stack software, sort of layering software for samples, and has then some effects on top of it, and you can change some envelopes and stuff. But this is way more advanced. So. So there you go, 10 out of 10, guys. I think this is a fantastic plugin. I'm absolutely impressed. What I just for a little bit playing around with this, I've seen, just showed you basically only some presets and stuff. But as you can see over here, the possibilities are endless. So see this more as a whole sequencer, remixer, workstation kind of deal over here. Drum machine, synth. Hybrid kind of thing. I think this thing is going to do very, very, very well, and I think that Rhythmix, the guys of Soundbridge, can better start or adding a lot of features to Rhythmix, or start lowering the price really of Rhythmix, because this program is way more can do way more than Rhythmix. I was just seeing it coming in yesterday as a new product of them. I got an email from them, and But yeah, honestly, I'm really impressed, and I would totally buy this. Not that I in this moment can, but if I could, I would actually, especially for 139. I think we have a lot of synths, but we don't have so many things for drums. Drum machines that have advanced envelopes and modulation and effects and stuff like that. Many drum machines are very, very, very basic, and I think that this is a good addition to the world of music production. I think this plugin is going to do very well and is going to be very, very popular. I know they haven't really marketed so well. There's not so much publicity done for this, but still, I think that this plugin many people are gonna buy, and I think it's going to be a very successful plugin. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until the next time, stay safe, take care. I'll catch you in the next episode.